largely the backstory of how we got to 2015 in this situation. You haven't gotten it all yet, but you got a lot of it. Not only that, you also got the fact that this is a quite complex situation here, a double story. You got subplots going here with Shinji's personal life and, of course, the Evangelion battles with the angels. Really terrific stuff, I think. If you're enjoying it, then we need to hear from you this evening to let us know that we've made the right choice here. There are plenty of choices available as to what we should be using this Sunday evening time slot for at KTEH. We have chosen for some years now to use it for science fiction, and recently, within the past couple of years, we've increasingly been using it to bring you the latest and best anime that we could find. If this is the right choice, then we need to hear from you. We need to hear from you with a pledge of membership support. When you go to your telephone this evening and make the pledge of membership support that we've been asking you to make at that one of those telephone numbers that's there on your screen, you'll let us know that we are indeed making the right choice here and something that you want to continue to have come to you and something you want to be involved in. And although we are delighted to have your involvement at whatever level you can best afford, believe me, we do have a challenge grant in effect, and we're trying to raise an additional $12,000. In order to do that, we need to get 100 pledges at the $120 level or higher. Right now, we have had 47 of those pledges. That means we're running just a little bit behind the level we need. We've got just this membership opportunity and one more, and we've got to hit that number by then. So we're running a little behind. That means it's time for you to step in. We really need you, not the guys down the street, not the folks across the way. They may or may not be watching right now. This may or may not be there. This really comes down to you. We ask you to get involved this evening. Make a pledge of membership support at the highest level you can best afford. And when you do, get yourselves some terrific thank you gifts as well. What I'm holding right here is, this is, what do we call it? This is Genesis 0.2. So this is the episode that you have just seen and the next one. There are 2 episodes on each of these VHS video cassettes. These are very, very important episodes. This is the seminal stuff to this story. Now, as we've told you, we have purchased this series. That means we're showing you the first 4 this evening. Then we'll finish our membership campaign, and then we'll start putting these on one of these each Sunday night, I believe is the way our Director of Programming, Karen Roberts, has them scheduled. I know that they're scheduled to play out over the weeks. There's either 1 or 2 of them each Sunday night from then on. So we've got this series. You know you're going to want to see the whole thing, but it's really important that you have the reference of these first episodes to get the story in your head. Excuse me. When you make a pledge of membership support tonight at one of those challenge levels, you multiply your dollars and let us continue to look for and find brand new anime episodes and brand new adventures. Now, what we're talking about right now is at the $120 level and up. But what I'd like you to take a look at is what happens when you make a pledge of membership support this evening at the $180 level. We think that's a pretty good level to illustrate as well. So, take a look at what happens. Your 180 draws 180 from the challenge fund. Totaling 360, you've already doubled your dollars, but then the federal match goes all the way up to $25. Now remember, even if you pledged at the $180 level during a normal situation, the federal government would put in about $12.50. Excuse me, but in this case, you forced them to put in $25, so it totals $385. That's simply magnificent. I don't know where else you can do that kind of creative inflation on behalf of something you care about. But there's an even better level, and that comes with our even better thank you gift package, and here's Bill Matthews to tell you about that.
Thank you, Tom. It is the $300 level. That is what I'm holding in my hand, as you can see. The 3 the videos that we have here, that's 6 segments of the program. That's at the $300 level, $25 per month on the installment plan. And if you looked at the numbers on how that worked out, $300 plus the $300 in the matching gifts, that's quite an impressive number going towards Japanese anime. Let me explain how the challenge grant works. What KTEH does, what we do, is we go out and we ask existing members if they would support the idea of going on and putting up a challenge grant, which would be to say that the existing members want to encourage viewers to become members, to join them. There's always an incentive when you know that you can double your dollars without even looking at what the federal government would throw in. So that's what we're trying to do here. So we're trying to stretch the dollars around Japanese anime even further than what we're doing right now or what we were doing with just your dollars. So if you come in at the $120 level or above, is that important to us? Yes, it is. And it's important to everyone that enjoys Japanese anime. We take the challenge grant, and now we're doing it around a United States premiere of this particular anime, Evangelion, and we're hoping that you will, perhaps for the first time, go to your telephone and join the others that have come before you that encourage you to become a part of your public television around Japanese anime. You know, without those that have really come before you over the last couple of years, this could not be on the air. We have it on the air now. We're hoping that you're going to support it. We talk about quality of life here in the Bay Area. You look at everything that you have in the Bay Area, and we look at the parks and the recreation and the mountains for skiing and the ocean for you know, swimming or just viewing, relaxing. We have so much. We're talking about the quality of life now here with your public television station. Does Japanese anime on public television make your life a little bit better? Do you enjoy it? Well, if you do, we hope that you'll support it. 408-795-5454 or 1-800-225-5454. These are just thank you gifts. I have another one, the Anime Companion Book at the $90 level. That's $7.50 a month on the installment plan. That's just another way of our saying thank you if you come on board. But think about that $120 or above level. Remember, any one of these at $120 level would access that challenge grant, and that's what we really need for you to do now. You can use your MasterCard, your Visa card, your Discover card, or your American Express, but please choose to use that telephone. It is so important that we hear from you now. Tom, back over to you.
Thanks, Bill. Let me try and give you a little extra incentive here. You could, as we said before, if you wanted to take advantage right now, you could certainly get this without paying for it. But what's in the future? What can't you get without paying for it or helping to pay for it? We don't ask any of you to pay for the whole thing out of your pocket. But in terms of the teamwork that really brings these programs to you, a couple of things that we want to mention. Next week, we will be airing a film. This is one of the Ranma 1/2 series. This is Big Trouble in Nakanron, China. And this is the movie, not the series, Ranma 1/2. That is also available. We previewed a clip of it in our Primetime Choices program this year. Now, interestingly, it was voted down in that Primetime Choices program, but we know anime is not that popular a choice with that many viewers. So that is one more reason it's incumbent upon you to get aboard. But that series is available as well, not just the film, but the series. Do you want us to purchase it and air it for you? We'd be delighted to do so, but frankly, we do not have the dollars to do it, and we don't have your direction as to what we should do. So that's a series we'd love to get a hold of and love to air for you. Let's see how you like the movie next week. If you really like it, and if the pledge response is there, totaling those dollars, we will use those dollars to purchase it if that's something you care about. We also mentioned a little earlier this evening a series that we had talked to you about and had your consensus, kind of the consensus of those who called and said yes or no when we made it that kind of a question. Kimagure Orange Road, very well-known series, one that we were not able to acquire last year, again, simply because we ran out of money before we could get to the levels that the distributors demanded. Well, it's back on the table. They have called us, the distributor has called us back. When we passed on it the last time, he went to see where else he could sell it. Now he has called us back and said, let's talk some more about this. That means, hopefully, that he'll lower his price a little bit. But even a little bit lowered is not going to get it from where he was the last time, at least not when our bankroll is where it is right now. But you know, tonight alone, we could turn around where that bankroll is if you would take us seriously and become involved here, become a member at the highest level you can best afford. I hope you'll pick either the $120, $180, or $300 level. Get yourselves that great thank you gift package. Remember, won't you, that while we're under the conditions of the challenge, if you put that $300 thank you gift package on your credit card, not only do you get all 3 of those videos, you also generate $642 using the challenge fund. You also get the Store of Knowledge $10 off certificate. You also get Preview Magazine, our monthly program guide, all as our way of saying thanks and involving you with your public television station. Maybe anime is the only thing you ever watch on KTEH. If that is the case, then I guarantee you having the program guide in front of you will change that. You'll find some other things that you would like to watch here as well. So get to your telephone now. Won't you make that pledge of membership support that maybe you've been thinking about at whatever level you can best afford, and then sit back and relax knowing you're one of the people who has allowed anime to happen here on KTEH. Bill?
Thank you, Tommy. It's so important that you understand that we have to have your membership call of support. It is very expensive to go out and purchase. We're always negotiating. KTEH will negotiate as best as we can on your behalf so that you see the type of programs that you want to see here on your public television station. But first of all, we need, it's a partnership, and we need your calls of support. So do it now, won't you? It's your telephone call to make at the $300 level. We have the Neon Genesis Evangelion, the Genesis 1, 2, and 3 here. That's at the $300 level. Again, as Tom mentioned to you, the challenge grant is in effect at the $120 level or above. So do it now, won't you? We realize that Japanese anime isn't going to be watched by a majority of people in the Bay Area, but it's going to be watched by you. Why do we come to you during pledge breaks like this? Because we can ask you directly, cost-effectively, to join around programs that you enjoy, not what your neighbors enjoy. Now, if your neighbor's choosing to watch something else, I cannot talk to them. But you're choosing to watch this particular program, you'd like to see more of it. Obviously, if you've been involved with KTEH for any length of time, you see that we do the best that we can to give you the type of programs that you enjoy. The numbers are on your screen. Use your MasterCard, Visa card, Discover card, or American Express. But first, choose to use that telephone, please. Tom, back over to you.
Thanks, Bill. We're up to 67 of those $120 or higher pledges right now. That's terrific. We appreciate every one of the 67 of you who's called in and made those pledges. But you know what? We've got to get to 100 between now, and we've got how much time? About 30 seconds left here before we take you back to the next episode. And after that, we've just got that one membership opportunity to hit that challenge. So we ask you right now to get to your telephone quickly. It'll only take 1 minute. You won't miss any. If you keep your eye on the TV set at the same time, you won't miss any of this next episode of Evangelion. I've sure enjoyed it so far. I hope you have. Watch this one carefully. This is an important one. I know you will like it. I hope you'll make a pledge of membership support.
Our thanks to the members of KTEH, and a very special thank you to our phone volunteers from FanimeCon for joining us and welcoming you as a new member.
It has yet to be seen